There's two that come to mind initially. I think the first one being the integration. So, especially with a system like ours, we use Ashby, which is an ATS that I particularly love. So, being able to just completely integrate, do my scoring, and have all of the notes immediately go over has been, I think, definitely a time saver. It seems like something that you wouldn't spend too much time on, but actually, when you're constantly switching between different platforms and jumping between different candidates, I think it takes away some of the worry I have that I might miss something or forget to copy and paste it and things like that. So that is great. I love being able to run my scoring Ashby within Metaview. And then I think the second one would be the summary, in that when I was writing my notes myself, they were coming across as very abrupt and very much silos of information, because it's just my train of thought quickly as I'm typing, whereas I like the almost human element of the summary that comes with it. It'll say things like, the candidate expressed their interest in XYZ. It's a lot more helpful when we're doing our hiring huddles on going through candidate profiles than me abruptly doing bullet points. So yeah, I think it definitely makes the communication between hiring managers and talent a lot easier as well. For me, one of the reasons that kind of came to me as I was doing it was it really helps offload a lot of biases in note taking, because I've gone through all my unconscious bias training and things like that. If we're relying on my recollection of what a candidate said, or any other interview's recollection of what a candidate said, there is still a bias on what we can remember. I think there's probably also a bias in what time of day it is, if you've had your coffee yet, a few things where we're relying on memory and a specific lens, whereas I really enjoy being able to objectively look at it and say, the candidate actually they did say this, they did remember to answer this question, things like that. So yeah, I think I like being able to also use it as a tool that we use to ensure that we have good EDI practices in our interviewing. I would say it probably saves about 5 minutes per half an hour screening. Last week I did 26 screeners, so 13 hours of calls. Yeah, I'd say easily 5 minutes a piece. I think for myself as well, I'm a bit of a creature of perfectionism, so I will go back and reread my notes, make sure I've added everything, and that kind of self-checking as well. So I'd say, yeah, it definitely saves 5 minutes per every half an hour I'm interviewing. Yes, because I can actually relax a little bit. I think I'm really conscious of capturing a candidate's kind of true answers and their voice, obviously, because it's about giving them a fair chance and giving them the best experience they can have. When I introduce their note-taking tool at the beginning, I always say, hey, I'm using this, and I go through the reason why we're using this. And I'm like, because I also just want to make sure I'm very present, and I want to make sure that I'm not typing and I'm able to focus. I think I enjoy it more just on the basis that I can relax a little bit more and really focus on engaging in the conversation.